Citizens of the internet, it's time. You open the doors, or we'll open them for you. This nigga right here just welcome us in 2026 with lies. Just welcome us in 2026 with empty promises. This R.Cupcake right here. Like, what? I don't know. This is supposed to be a New Year's message, but his promises lies. It's not the first time he's saying that. It's not really the first time he's saying that. But let's take a look to the video.
As we welcome the new year, we do so with reflection, resolve, and hope. The year behind us was not easy. Many South Africans faced the strain of a myriad of challenges over the past year. It continues to be a matter of concern that many South Africans are unemployed and that poverty and inequality persist. The high cost of living has imposed huge burdens on South African households. Many communities live in fear of gangsters. Women and children live in fear of gender-based violence and femicide. The delivery of basic services in our cities, in our towns and villages are often disrupted or do not exist at all. These are difficult and complex challenges faced by many of our people. I acknowledge these difficulties plainly and give assurance that your struggles are known and understood. We are continuing to take a variety of actions to address these challenges. Our success in addressing these challenges includes working together in partnership between the government, business, labor, civil society, and every citizen committed to the future of our country. We look back on the many initiatives we have taken to address our challenges. On reflection, we are encouraged by the emerging progress that is laying the foundation for even better progress in the year ahead. Yes, much more still needs to be done. We therefore enter the new year with renewed hope, greater purpose, and even greater confidence in the potential of our great nation and its people. We are grateful for your resilience, for the way we have stood together through difficult moments, and for a unity that remains firm. Together, we are changing our country for the better. Our economy is recovering. We are working on creating more jobs, especially for young people. Inflation has eased. The cost of living is coming down. The rand has strengthened. South Africa's sovereign credit rating has been upgraded for the first time in 20 years. This means government can mobilize funding for infrastructure investment and social development.
He always sings the song. He always sings the song. And we already know the lyrics.
We want to create jobs. We are going to get everything in our provinces to create more jobs.
So what's new? Tell us something new, Mr. President. President R.Cupcake, tell us something new. We're tired of hearing the same thing every year, every day. Every time you come, like you pop on our screen, like what? Composure. It's 2026. I'm keeping my composure. I'm maintaining my composure. And then we have the ANC chairperson, where the montage says, we are lazy. We are lazy. Black people are lazy. They don't look for jobs. Make that shit make sense. The nigga right here said, we'll create the jobs. The R.Cupcake here says he create the jobs. We'll create the jobs for South Africa. And then there's this nigga right here says they don't look for jobs. What the fuck? Let's take a look to the video.
Can I tell you, I'm now over 70. I've never had a government looking for a job for me. You know that? Never. I went to Teba, took a contract, went to the mines, worked as a miner, went back home, bought cattle, bought sheep, went back to the mines, and I did that. The difference is that today, because there's a progressive government, people expect that government to go and give them jobs. They don't look for jobs. And that must change. I'm sure to be here in SABC yourself, you look for an advert, you applied, you got into SABC. Not the SAB looking for you. You looked for a job and you got employed. And people must begin to appreciate that you do queue up for a job, you get employed. Adverts are not going to employ you. You will have to look for the advert and apply in real terms. If you don't do that, you're not going to be employed. And I'm going back to the point I made. Let's move out of being a passive society to be an active.
Their intention is not to create jobs, it's to loot. It's to loot the money, it's to make it look like they're creating jobs. And as of English, okay, as of 2026 started and January started and the game begins, they will run around. They have turned South Africa into the circus because they are clowns. And they will run around the clowns because they want the votes. They will pretend like they will pretend like they are against the illegal foreigners, they are against the foreigners because just to gain the trust of South Africans. Damn, can't make can't make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up. So they will do everything. They might clean Johannesburg again, just they did in the G20. Just they for South Africa in the G20. Like, do you think the R.Cupcake cares about you that much? This nigga right here doesn't care about you. The whole organization. It's 2026 and no cursing. No cursing this year. And I'm gonna keep my composure the whole year. Yeah, the whole organization just hate you, doesn't care about you, but it cares about illegal foreigners. That's why it documents them. That's why it's always on their side. That's why them motherfuckers, they have nerve and they feel like they have more rights than South Africans. They are more important than South Africans. Like, make that shit make sense. The whole, like, it doesn't even make sense. So this is what South Africa turned into a lawlessness country, into a lawless country. Damn English, into a lawless country. Like, really, like, it's 2026, but we have this. They flooding into the country in numbers. Then we have this. They're flooding into South Africa in numbers illegally. And they want to document them and to gain votes from them and to stay power and to continue to loot the money. Yeah. Still the beginning of the year. And the clowns are running already. They're doing a circus already. Like, this nigga right here has lost touch with reality. This nigga right here has lost touch with reality. Like, the bullshit. Like, let's take a look at the bullshit he said. Like, it's still 2026. Like,
comrades, there's nothing you can do if you are fighting with a mad person who says to us, we are killing white people in our country. batho ba ba jang mojeketlo ba jang jeme mo South Africa ke makgowa. Isn't it like that? O kila bona lekgowa le leng hobo wena. Di hobo ke batho ba bantsho. Lefatsheng la tokoloho. O kila le bona lekgowa le unemployed wena. O kila le bona lekgowa le dula mokhukhung. And then ha o fetsa mo ho thiwa no re bolaya makgowa. O ba biditse Donald Trump makgowa hore ba ye America ke ha o tsamaya di-car guard. Ba tsamaile tse 49. O bona hore ba ya monate ba ya jeme ba dutse mo. A ba tsamaya ba tla tsamaelana. The biggest beneficiaries of black economic empowerment in a democratic state ke makgowa. Who is doing business in the African continent post-democracy? Ke makgowa. Ke bo mang di-billionaires in the economy except Motsepe ngwana Sesi. Ke makgowa batho ba ba tshwereng mo. Rona re tseba billionaire ya rona one fela ke Motsepe wa rona. Ke Motsepe fela re mo tsebang o na le tšhelete ngata. A ke tsebe le nna ba re ke na le yona mare wa mpona. Mare motho a re mo tsebang o na le tšhelete o montsho e ngata ke Motsepe. O tloa mo ke bo mang ke bo Rupert. Ke bo mang batho bao ke banna ba makgowa. Ba ba tshwere mnotho wa South Africa. O botloa le hlanya ko America le tlo re bolella sebodu mo o re bolaya makgowa. Makgowa a bolayana every day ka sejolo. Ba jollana ba bolayana. Le tsona di-car guard tseo tse ileng America ha ba fetsa le kgwedi ke ba bolayana ba lwanela sejolo ko America. Batho ba ba sa tshwarang mnotho wa country ke rona. Re bua ka black economic empowerment ba re latla. Mare ntse re dula mo. Re latla jwang when transformation has not arrived? Mzabalazo ha o so fele. A re kene mo bathong re tloele o lwantshana among ourselves and consolidate and defend the revolution. Because this revolution is under attack. And we must not cower and run away like cowards. We must stand for our principles. We must be firm in defense of the revolution. Comrades, that defense is going to come at high cost. Mahlanya a kopaning ko America. Ukila utwa uti situnya se tshwere ke lehlanya. Situnya sa America se tshwere ke lehlanya. Beke ha fele a so bue ntho e tswileng tseleng. O tswa kidnapper president ya country e nngwe a inka a kidnapper a kwalla a chuchisa go America. O kila e bona ka ntho. Ramaphosa o tsamaile mo a lo mo hlalosetsa maka a makgowa a buang ro a bolana. Ha fitla mo le ke a bapalla president movie mo. Movie wa Julius Malema. Ko White House ka re shebeletse movie wa Julius. Abina kill the boer, kill the farm. O bona hore ke lehlanya. President a tsamaile mo a lo mhlalosetsa hore ntwe o e buang ha iyo. Abiditse le bo Johan Rupert ba mo joetsa hore ha iyo ntwe o e bolelang. So what must we do? We must defend the revolution. We must defend the ANC. The attack we see from Donald Trump, we must be ready to lay our lives in defense of South Africa, our country. No man from America must tell us what to do in South Africa. We must fight, we must mobilize in defense of South Africa. Not only in defense of the ANC, in defense of motherland. Makgowa a o bolela ikaraba kwala di tshonop bo Connie Melda ba tla bolela ka mokgwa ba bolelang ka teng because ba na le di passport tse pedi. Ba na le passport ya South Africa, ba na le passport ya nngwe ya bo Britain and everywhere else. Rona arena passport tse pedi re felletse mo. We must defend motherland. Re ka se tshabele country ya rona. We must defend it, led by Cyril Ramaphosa. Away with Donald Trump, away. We must fight against imperialism. We must solidarize against those who are attacked, like Venezuela, Cuba, and Palestine. We must not fight on our own. We must work with the rest of the African continent to develop Africa and not be dependent on others. We must trade among ourselves as African countries. We must work together. We must fight dictatorship in our continent. We must rise against dictatorship. South Africa must work with others to fight imperialist aggression. It must work with the non-aligned movement to fight imperialist aggression. As I conclude, the ANC will be stronger as we come out of the General Council if we defend the renewal of our organization. We must love each other. You know, comrades, I want to explain to ANC members the difference between a friend and a comrade. Ke a bona ma comrade ko madlanga kwa ba palla o tlhalosa comradeship. E re ke le tlhalosetse. Comradeship is somebody you have never met, you don't know, but you call him your comrade. Re dutse mo today, but ha o founelwa ke motho wa KwaZulu Natal o re who you are, he's your comrade. What brings you together is bigger than just friendship. Friendship ke ntho e nyane le kopanywa either kutswa le kopanywa ke sejolo le nwa le babedi le dichomi le etsa dilo tse monate for lona ke sechomi ntho eo le skala tlisa sechomi mo ANC mo ANC mo re kopanywa ke bo comrade. Comradeship is love bigger than just a friend. Because you love your comrade in the Western Cape, in the Free State, in KwaZulu Natal, in the Northwest. How motsibi marubua lena phone who you are. Comradeship is somebody you share trenches with. Ntwere kopanya mo ke bu comrade. Because sa vumelana ichopin. Sa vumelana. We agreed to liberate our people and to fight for the liberation of our people. We agreed to be in the struggle. We agreed. Redumelan. Ki comradeship yeo. So a comrade is your friend in the struggle. That is comradeship. It's different from just being a friend. But there is no honor among criminals. Le ditsotsi ke dichomi le kopanya ke sechomi sa re lutswa dikoloi le a utswa le dichomi le ditsotsi. Comradeship is bigger than that. Ha re ditsotsi ha re apara t-shirt ye ya Ramaphosa ya ANC batho tshwantse ba re tlhompe ba tlhompe ANC. O ska ba etsa dilo tse tswileng tseleng o apere t-shirt ya ANC. O tshwantse o tshwane le motho o kintseng spelete sa ZCC. Because wa tseba o ra o ka bona motho a kintse spelete sa ZCC anwa yala wa tseba hore ke mbombai motho a se musione masione anu yala. Le tshwane le Kaizer Chiefs ya yiwa every day mar batho ba teng a ba itlwele. Badula ba tlatsa Peter Mokaba Stadium. Marba yiwa. Aba feli moya. Wa bona comrade. Ungaphela umoya. This thing is full of hope. I feli moya Maria yiwa every weekend. Baya stadium ukicho uthi Kaizer Chiefs bapala Cape Town. Baya. Marba tsiba o rilo yiwa. Tshwantse le tshwane le Orlando Pirates, happy people. Batho ba le thabo re dula re le happy, happy. So le mo ANC mo comrades o tshwantse o rate ANC o ska ba fela moya. ANC o tshwana kana le motho o ratanang le ena. Wena o batla o krea batho ba ba setseng ba lokisitswe o kopana le ngwanyana o montle mo strateng ha o mo tsebe le o mo tsebe. O batla dilo tse leng gore wena di dula di polishitswe di tla dilo ra motho wa hao wa itukisetsa. Wa itukisetsa. O no kopana le monna wa letawa mo o itukisetse yena tloele jwala. O bona everybody a mo khotsa re yo o montle jwang ha ba tsebe ka nako o lokisitswe ke wena. ANC e tla lokisiwa ke bo mang ke lona. Bathi amaXhosa ungalahli imbo yakho ngophoyana. Uska ba latla ntho ya hao e fresh ka ntho sa itsebeng o tsamaya le fashion. ANC a se fashion. Ke mokgatlo wa khale wa bontate Selope Thema. Le batswadi ba rona bontate Selope Thema ane ba forma ANC ba ne ba soka ba tswalwa. 115 years still going strong. We are going to make it, comrades. And we want to thank you all our volunteers. Babamba luna li volunteer for ANC alibereki lubereka, but you love this organization. And we want to thank you, comrades, for your efforts and the love for the organization. Here in Limpopo, don't destroy each other. There is nothing wrong if you contest. It is allowed. But skala bulayana. Rautwana. Ke le bone le tsama ka di placard mo. Conference I decide ka placard, decide ka delegate. Ene wa bethiwa go conferenceng o botse nna ke bethiwe ka sia di eta mangau. And a conference it decide wa ke di branch le dula fatshe le decide. Ska ba la matcha mo le a odimo le fatshe and so on. Di tla le qaka di nomoro a le fitla kwa. Ene ke tla be ke le teng ke atla special for conference e madaji. Ke a bona e ka re tla ba monate conference. Skabala tshuwa le tshwere mmele le tshuile. Hey, skabala tshuwa. There's nothing wrong to contest in the organization. Ke mang a itseng motho o mongwe o tlile ka stulo. And it might also happen that there is no need for contest. Don't contest for the sake of it. Na kile ka contesta kwa ko manga o nki bona di nomoro di dumele ka bethwa gut. Ke tsama le Soviet le khanyana. Antsa re Soviet ha re ye ke re monna. Re abetiwa mo ke zumantashe ntwe e buimampe. Amandla! Awethu!
So, the ignorance is on another level with this nigga right here. It's on another level. Like, what is this?
There's no jobs for the white people. Did understand me? I'm not racist or there's no jobs for our white people. Do you want paycheck away from this?
And what is this?
This South African family decided to move into a shack in Mamelodi, Pretoria, where they lived for a month. They did this in an attempt to better understand the circumstances of those less fortunate.
We live in
South Africans, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. They're blaming apartheid for that. They're blaming white people. Like, what the fuck?
This is Coronation Park, a squatter camp in Krugersdorp, South Africa. Although impoverished blacks in the region far outnumber their white counterparts, this camp is one of a growing number of townships populated mostly by Afrikaners, white South Africans. In the 19 years since the fall of apartheid, more and more whites are coming face to face with poverty and social meltdown.
I'm sorry, it's racist. I'm not a racist, but the blacks comes first and then the whites. And even highly qualified whites don't even get a position in South Africa.
A controversial affirmative action policy sees blacks take precedence over whites on the job market, giving some people little choice but to move into tents and caravans in camps such as this one.
Apartheid was a problem, but this is the only country in the world
where the majority has got affirmative action. America's got affirmative action, everybody's got affirmative action, but this is the only country where the majority has got affirmative action.
Post-apartheid governments have struggled to achieve redistribution of wealth and economic growth, and formerly comfortable Afrikaners see themselves as victims of reverse apartheid. In spite of this, white South Africans still control most of the country's economy.
Like, what the fuck? They're blaming white people for their corruption. Make that shit make sense. Really, make that shit make sense. It's still the beginning of the year and this shit is happening. Like, give us a break, give us a break, give us a break. R.Cupcake, you're doing too much this year. And the R.Cupcake here just involves himself to the business. He does not get, he's imposing himself to the business. He does not get involved to. Like, what the fuck do we call that? He stick his big nose to the war of USA and Venezuela. Yeah, and let's take a look. USA, it's up there. Venezuela is down there. And South Africa, it's down there, it's far there, it's on another continent. Like, what the fuck? Like, the R.Cupcake is trying to be an Earth mightiest hero who is against the South Africans, who hates the South Africans. He will prioritize the world. He will be active for the world, to help the world, forgetting that South Africa has issues. And he doesn't care about South Africans. Let me put it this way. He doesn't care about South Africans, but he cares about the world. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense. South Africans, as long as they're in power, they're gonna turn South Africa into the circus. The South Africa is already a circus for them. They're clowning around. They are clowning around, and I'm very proud of other South Africans. Like, I'm very proud of South Africans who don't want to listen to the campaign. Like, this video made me happy, and like, yeah, they don't want to listen to the bullshit that they were trying to say and the empty promises they were trying to say. Like, let's take a look to the video.
Can we listen? Comrades, even if you are genuinely phone, can mamelen, comrades.
It should be like that. It should be like that. We must not give them the chance to stop, because we already know that it's the empty promises. It's lies and empty promises. They're gonna spew lies. They're gonna talk bullshit. Like, they won't tell us something new. Damn. I'm happy and I'm proud that South Africa is waking up, and we need to, like, this organization needs to be out of power. This R.Cupcake needs to be out of power. We cannot trust this organization. It's overdone. Matter of fact, let me stop for saying too much.
Sifuna ukuthi kuqashwe abantu abakwazi ukwenza imisebenzi. Hayi iphukuphuku. Abantu baneba diba mishumo yabo. Banu labatirako sinene. That's why we say we want to professionalize the public service.